cold. So before I go out and see how much snow we got, I'm gonna start the wood stove, get the van all warmed up. So that you don't have to get out of bed with a cold van. You know what I mean? Look at all these little toes right here. Look at them all. I do love that I can do this from bed. Wow. Hey, pretty girl. She's happy. Oh my gosh, there's so much snow. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. Wow. You want to go see Kobach? While the water for coffee is heating up, I am going to drink my AG1. Chris, do you want some AG1?
That'd be great, thank you.
I want to give a huge thank you to Athletic Greens for sponsoring today's video and for playing a role in getting these Sunday videos to you every week. I like to start with the vitamin D3 K2 dropper. It's just quick and easy. Each morning I start with just 2 drops of this vitamin D dropper, which has immune system supporting benefits. Occasionally I'll add it to my scoop of AG1 because that works too. What I love most about AG1 is that it fits seamlessly into my morning routine. As my water is heating up on the stove, I mix 1 scoop into about 8 ounces of water. I shake it up, and that's it. AG1 is really so much more than just greens. You get vitamins and minerals, you get nutrient-dense superfoods, pre and probiotics, phytonutrient blend, immune-supporting mushrooms, and so much more. Just from this little beautiful thing. If you have been following along throughout this winter, you'll know that we have limited food with us. We have a variety of our home canned food as well as a root cellar with fresh vegetables, but it has been so great starting our mornings with AG1, knowing that we are working on filling any nutritional gaps in our diet. But now the burning question, the question that everybody asks before they purchase AG1, but how does it really taste? I like the taste. There are some natural sweeteners in it, so I don't think it tastes bitter. And my favorite way to drink it is in really cold water. Do you have a second to pause?
Yes.
How do you think it tastes?
I think it tastes good. It's more sweet than I thought it would be, to be completely honest.
There you go. Make sure to click my link below to get a 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D3, K2, and 5 individual travel packets for free with your purchase. Also, for every order of AG1, Athletic Greens donates to organizations around the world working to provide nutritious meals to children in need. And now it's time for coffee. So yesterday when Allie and Lucas came... Alright, let's back up here. I warned you this would be a bit chaotic. On the day before our beautiful snowstorm, my childhood best friend Allie, her husband Lucas, and their baby Chloe came to visit us. I had filmed all of the prep, everything from cutting wood to making the bread, setting out the roast, and I was so excited to film their visit, especially Chloe. But all I have to show you is the last hour or so of their visit, and the reason behind the lack of footage will be clear very soon. It's just gnawing on. You're videoing it?
Those have worked pretty well. They're starting to melt a little bit.
We all had an absolute blast. I truly believe that a friendship like ours is a rare occurrence.
Nice.
Oh wow, it looks so good. It smells so good too.
We've been best friends since we were practically born. We grew up across the street from each other, and the love between us remains so strong even though our lives have taken us in different directions. It's just such a pure love. Anyway, that night, after they left, I had planned on taking a shower. Yes, I plan my showers around here because they are a bit of an event. But all of a sudden, I got a fever. a random fever. I think my body was forcing me to just take a rest. All right, now that that's clear, let's get back to breakfast. Lucas brought some really beautiful venison from a doe that he harvested. And one of the things that he gifted us was venison bacon. And I've never had venison bacon before, so we're gonna make breakfast.
Do you want to eat in bed?
Where are you eating, babe?
In bed with you.
Okay.
So I'm getting ready to head over to the van again to do some work, but tonight we're gonna do burgers, which is one of my favorite things that we make out here. So I'm mixing together some dough just with active yeast so that we can have buns for today. I don't have enough time to get my sourdough starter all ready and do the sourdough thing, so normal white bread it is for tonight. Well, I just had one of the most frustrating nights. Over the last few days, I filmed a really beautiful video, and I filmed me making beautiful loaf of bread for them and a roast over the fire and their time here, and Chloe and us walking to the river and hanging out near the fire, and I was so excited to share it. So tonight I wanted to start editing the video, and I've lost all of my files. I might have just lost everything, meaning all of the footage from this entire time in the Northwoods. I'm surprised I'm keeping this together as well as I am. Like, I think I'm kind of in shock right now. Sorry for this light flicker, I'm too lazy to fix it on my camera. But right now we're in the middle of a snowstorm. And I've been looking forward to this for a long time because February was supposed to be so gnarly and it wasn't. And I'm so excited that we're getting a snowstorm. This was supposed to be the end of the video for this week, but now it's the start because I've lost all my fucking footage. Anyway, cheers to handling hard situations. Let's just cheers to handling hard situations and doing all we can to figure it out and then accepting when shit just hits the fan. While living up here in the Northwoods, you guys have watched me learn a lot about cooking, and I've really gotten into what it means to make things from scratch. And so many of you have wanted me to share how I make my homemade garlic aioli. So here we go. You need oil of your choice, a lemon or lemon juice, garlic, mustard of your choice, some vinegar, salt, and a few eggs. Oh, and don't forget the pepper. As you all know by now, I don't really measure things. I do a lot of my cooking just by taste. I always start with chopping up a few cloves of garlic. Sometimes I do 3, but generally I do about 5. Once my garlic is minced, I'll add lemon juice. This probably comes out to be about a tablespoon or 2 of lemon juice. I like lemon, so I tend to add a little bit extra. Once the lemon juice and garlic is together in the bowl, I like to use the back of a spoon and really just mash it all together and get all of that garlic goodness out of there. Next up, I add an egg yolk. I'm making a double batch here, so I'm adding 2 egg yolks. And the best way that I've learned how to separate the egg yolk from the egg white is just to kind of transfer it back and forth between the eggshells, and that usually does the trick. It doesn't have to be perfect. After that, you will add a little squirt of mustard and about a tablespoon or 2 of oil. A little note here, I like to use avocado oil because I find that olive oil is just very rich in flavor and kind of overpowers this. I just like to use my milk frother for this. You can use a hand whisk or you can also use a fancy emulsion blender, but this is just what we have and it works. Bit by bit, you will add in your oil, and I like to work the edge of where the oil meets the base that we've created. And it might not get thick right away, but don't give up. Once about a tablespoon or two of oil is blended into your mixture, you're just going to do it again, work the edge, do it again, and work the edge, and eventually it will thicken up like this. As you add more oil and whisk, it will become the consistency of mayo, and this is what we're looking for. Now we use the best tool we have, our taste buds. At this point, you're going to add a little bit of salt, more black pepper than you would think you'd need, and I like to add a little bit of white vinegar. You can do any kind of vinegar or just add more lemon juice. And then I'll add another tablespoon or two of oil and mix that together just like I had been. And from there, you just keep tasting and adding to make it the flavor that you want. And this is honestly so good on anything. I use this on burgers, chicken sandwiches, if I make fries. It is truly so good, which is why I make a double batch almost every time. I could just eat this with a spoon. So we're having some issues with the solar tonight. Chris is over there figuring it out right now. Basically it was at, did you say like 40%?
It was at 49 volts. In the matter of a half an hour, it went from 49 to 46, which is not good. And that's where the power disconnects at. So I'm texting Aaron from Broccoli Bus, trying to get it sorted. And right now the internet's not connecting to the system either, so he can't look at it remotely. We've been between comfortably 40% to 60% of the battery's capacity. We try and, keep it at lowest, let it get at like 30%. And it was like 36%, so I was like, well, the sun's supposed to come out the next 3 days. Like, it'll be fine for tonight to leave it on. I was doing the burgers, Linnea was prepping everything else, and then the speakers go off. I was like, did the power go off? Came back here, the alarm was going off. It's reading 10%. So in the matter of 2 hours, it went from 36% to 10%.
So we turned the back lights off, or I guess front lights. Back lights are off.
Talked about sleeping tonight in the van, and the burgers are still in there. You might need to flip them.
Okay.
Perfect. Keela's been very intrigued by all these burgers.
Yeah, she loves burger night. Oh, they're perfect.
Alright, so this is the last jar of pickles that we have from our summer prep. We've been holding on to these as cherished little guys.
Our last jar, wow.
How crazy is that?
So crazy.
Did these in Montana. You want to try one?
Are yours squishy?
No, but
This one is really, maybe, that one's really good.
that's the best crunchy one we've ever had.
So our pickles kind of suck.
It's probably because it's so small. Well, we were learning. I don't think they necessarily suck. We were just trying to figure it out. Because that is, I think that's the only one we ever had that was actually crunchy.
Mm-hmm. This is the best pickle that we've had out of all of the jars. Maybe the cucumbers just weren't the right kind, or they were too big, or
My guess is we cooked them too long.
we cooked them too long.
Or too hot.
But they are good. I love the flavor of our pickled things.
Mm-hmm.
Kayla, get your nose out of here. I see it. Well, we just got done with dinner. Chris is back there. And the lights turned off. So our battery power is officially dead. Actually, at this point, my van has more power than the bus. Which is
very true.
hilarious to me. I was going to show you all how we shower because I'm going to take a shower tonight. I'm going to start with oiling my hair while I finish up work and letting the water heat up, but now I can't because we don't have any power to turn lights on. So, yeah, into darkness now. Well, I didn't take a shower last night. It was just too dark. I had to work till pretty late as well. And so, yeah, I still need to do that. But the snow stopped and the sun is out and it has been an absolutely beautiful day. I think we ended up getting over a foot of snow. Look at how beautiful this is. These last few days have just felt so chaotic. From doing all the prep for Allie and Lucas to be here, and then I had a really hard emotional day as well. And then I got a fever out of nowhere, and then I lost all my footage, and then the electricity went off. Like, this is all just happening in the matter of like 3 days, which it also is a little bit hilarious, you know? When it rains, it pours. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to tell you, I have a mouse in my van too. So I just want to get the van all warmed up, and then I'm gonna go play in the snow while it's getting warmed up. I'm gonna take a shower tonight. I'm gonna read in my cozy bed with the wood stove on, and it's gonna be a fabulous end to my day. When I am done playing in the snow, I'm gonna clean out the food in my cupboard so that Michael, the little mouse, I named him Michael. I gotta get Michael out of here, and I'm hoping if I just remove the food, he'll skitter scatter away. Alright, you ready? No, not you guys. Babe!
No.
He grabbed my leg and pulled me out of the sled. Alright, you ready?
Okay.
That was a good one! Oh my god, this is so beautiful. It is hilarious.
How far do you think I can get standing up?
Oh shit. Get up, Kobe's.
Why is it scary?
Because you're going really fast.
It was not fast.
It felt like I was flying. Come on, Akila, you ready? Let's do it one more time. Okay. How would I ever learn how to snowboard?
Oh shit!
Did you just break the sled? Uh-oh. That was exactly what I needed. It is very cold outside. The van is warming up. It feels great in here. And now I need to show you Michael's damage. That's my installation. So he is not just visiting, he is considering making this his full-time residence. Yeah, this is all of my thin slate. Does that smell like a mouse? Well, he's not allowed. Here's more of his trail. I will say he's been having a really nice time. Okay. Well, might just be time to set a trap because I will not allow Michael to be the reason that my van catches on fire. Michael has been kicked out and we'll see what happens. So I do need to cut some wood. I am dreading it. The sun is going down. It's very cold outside. But I would just rather be cozy and have more wood rather than trying to make the wood I do have last the night.
Hey babe,
What?
how many carrots do you want?
Like 4 or 5. A bunch of wood for tonight. We're doing a very simple dinner of steaks on the grill and raw carrots. And like I mentioned, I didn't shower. I haven't showered for a while. So I'm gonna put some water on to shower. Wow, this hair needs a wash bad. Dinner is almost ready, but one of the things that I do out here, I have a really great routine when it comes to like showering and self-care, and I think that's because we have a really great little system. The Nemo shower gives us like a real shower. We have hot water and I don't shower too often, so when I do, I just like really take my time with it. When I decide to wash my hair, about an hour before I want to shower, I'll go through the process of oiling my hair. So I'll add some oil and give it a good massage. Sometimes I do this to Chris's hair too.
It's nice.
It is nice. The weather out here obviously is so harsh and it's dry, so this just kind of, you know, keeps everything nice and healthy and hydrated. My hair has just been doing really great up here. The trim in the middle of the winter definitely helped too. The other day, Chris asked me if I was excited for like a long hot shower, and both of us agreed that we're like, we recognize like it'll be nice, but we're not longing for it because our showers out here are really, really nice.
It makes you appreciate them more. You gotta go through all the manual labor of getting the water ready, and every single second that you're showering you appreciate it because you really don't know when it's gonna end. And sometimes you just nail it to where you get the water temperature right. It's not too hot, not too cold, because you can't just adjust it. The water you have in there is the water you have in there. And you don't know how long it's going to last. But sometimes water temperature is just right, you're extra dirty, and you're able just to stand there and let the water run on you like a normal shower for an extra 20 seconds. It's the best thing ever.
Yeah, a little bit more oil on the ends. And I just let that soak until my water is all heated up and the Nemo shower is ready for me.
Alright babe.
Yes? Are we ready to eat?
Your steaks are set and ready.
Amazing. I have been waiting months, maybe a month and a half for this. We went through our dilly beans so fast, and so we've been saving the last jar. I think it was last night that we opened our last jar of pickles, and so now we're doing dilly beans. These are my favorite.
You want to do the honors?
Sure. Ooh. I was like popping champagne. This jar isn't very full. We picked through all the... Is that as good as you remember?
Mm-hmm.
What a beautiful dinner. Steak, carrots, dilly beans. So I'm not done yet. I want to show you one of the things I use in the shower. I just did a little homemade sugar scrub. So this is coconut oil with sugar and a few drops of, I think I used lavender essential oil. And I just use a small pinch of this and lightly exfoliate my face with it in the shower. And then when I'm done, I just stand by the wood stove And I like to use a lot of coconut oil, and then on my face, you guys have seen this before, but I use the Derma Skin Potion from the Pearl. It's the most luxurious shower ever. All right, everybody, one last thing before I go to bed. I have a bunch of butter out because I am putting together my sourdough discard cinnamon rolls. This will be my second time making them, because tomorrow morning my mother will be here probably around 10 a.m. And then later in the day, my brother and sister-in-law and my niece Hattie, they will be here as well to spend time with us during the day and eat good food. So of course I'm planning on making them a bunch of amazing things like cinnamon rolls and maybe homemade meatballs again. Of course I have bread ready. I need to do that tonight as well. Shape the dough and put that up front. So I'm going to get all of that figured out. And with that, Akil and I will see you next week.
She's the funniest pooper. Yeah. She'll like look at you in the eyes and just...
Linnea does the same thing.
I knew that was coming!
Oh boy. I'm getting his head. Right here. Lovely.
His view on, alright, we're gonna be done with this. So, Akila's resting her head on my mic. And she's back at it. You are ridiculous.
I'm gonna put it up once I'm done eating. This is what I deal with, people.
Like, look at you.
Well, my face is either sagging because of my beard. What?
I don't really feel like we're that stinky.
Well, we're probably used to each other's stinkiness.
Well, sometimes when we cuddle at night, your armpits smell really bad.
Yeah.
I used to wear Old Spice too. It was my lucky charm for basketball games.
You know who else wears Old Spice?
Who?
Saw in a documentary.
Who?
Apparently, I forget who it was.
What? These are spicy.
I'm sweating a little
They're really
bit.
spicy. And it's gonna be a fabulous... I just said that so weird.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun.